Welcome, my friends. Today's video is about getting past the gatekeeper. I know there's an awful lot of material out there when it comes to what seems to be a trap for a great deal of salespeople, but I'm going to give you a short little tip about using the word please and saying thank you. A method that I was taught years and years and years ago, so I don't know who to accredit it to. But I would thank them greatly for it because it was always a good stead. First and foremost, when you're dealing with a gatekeeper, you've got to remember that the person generally is a receptionist, and generally those people are trained well on not putting through nuisance calls. So what's important is to clarify at the very beginning of the call that you're not a time waster. We start our calls always by saying the word good. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. If you always start off by saying good, at least you're putting a positive frame on the call that you're making. The second thing you do is you should always ask for the person by name. Bob Burns, please, followed by thank you. Generally it goes like this: Bob Burns, please, thank you. What that indicates to the receptionist is that first off that you're using the please and thank you methodology, which is the most popular methodology asking for a contact worldwide. Secondly, that shows that you're a professionally trained salesperson. If you indicate clearly what it is that you're trying to do, why you want it, and what's in it for them, then you can move quickly through to people. What's in it for them? Well, thank you was. The idea is that when you said thank you, you were showing them appreciation for their work. So once again, your call starts out with, good morning, Bob Burns, please, thank you. You don't wait for a pause, and you don't leave a pause. You don't say the word please without the word thank you. You have to indicate clearly where it is that you wish to go and go all the way through the conversation from beginning to end. Okay, second thing, what happens is receptionists are taught to ask 3 questions. Who are you, where you're calling from, and what is this call about? And so if you go through and clearly express. Now first off, receptionists ask you who you are. Do you say Ronald Hughes from? And is a big mistake a lot of people make. Clearly what you need to do is indicate an answer for the question that has been presented. Question was, who's calling? If they ask you who's calling, you say your name followed by thank you. That indicates to them what it is for them. People who answer with a lot more information than is requested are generally time wasters. Second question that the receptionist will generally ask you is, where are you calling from? And when you say that, please indicate to them the company name. And when the company name is publishing house or clearing house, or you should use the abbreviated form of the company name, SOS, rather than School of Sales, rather than trying to advertise that you're a sales company, rather than saying the matriarch publishing, you'd say matriarch. Thank you. It's not so much that you want to really hide what you're doing, it's just that sometimes companies are a little too expressive about what they do when they're creating the company name. And finally, what's the call about? This is the one that actually gets most salespeople in trouble, because most salespeople say it's about advertising, it's about sales training, it's about... And the problem when you do that is you indicate clearly that you are an inept salesperson. Receptionist doesn't want to get involved. Receptionist doesn't want to hold you up. Receptionist doesn't want to cause problems. Receptionist wants to put you through. So clearly, next time, indicate exactly what it is that you do. It's about, and then tell them exactly with the underlying answer as to what you do. It is about identity structure analysis. Thank you. I work with identity structure analysis when I work with people, and it comes to the things they do and how they do them. Rather than being a cognitive behavioral therapist, I work with strategies around identity to help people identify the things that they need to work on and then build from there. It's all based off of the work of Peter Weinreich out of Belfast up in Queen's University. And you take a look at his stuff later on, that'll be useful to you. Look, finally, the last question was give the underlying answer to the question about what the call is about. Once you get that underlying question answered, you'll generally hear putting you through. If the receptionist goes on to ask you more detailed questions, you need to be very clear with the receptionist as to what you're doing and working from there. Look, first and foremost, I got one real tip for you. The one real tip goes like this. Treat the receptionist as a person. Treat the person that you're dealing with respect and talk to them rather than at them. Yeah? That's all I can say. Good luck with that. See how it works for you. Good luck.